quick thing before this video starts. We had a few technical issues during the game. My internet cut out mid-game, which caused Twitch to not save the first hour or so of the game, which is a little annoying. And my audio seems to cut out for a little while at the start. Hopefully not too much was missed. I've salvaged as much of the video as I could. I hope you all still enjoy regardless.
It's stuck, but you were able to free it. And this door is, judging from the handle, assuming all the doors are the same, this is a push door. But it is technically freed. But you try to push it, and it doesn't move. And when you let go of the handle actually closes again. Yep, the south door. You don't know if it's a false door, you don't know if it's different, maybe it's a pull door, or if it's just stuck.
Put it open!
You don't know.
Sorry.
But who could you find to kick open a door?
It's not
Come on, redeem yourself, buddy. Redeem yourself.
You're on Pierro's shoulders. Pierro, and he's on.
Let's kick the
Because you're
door.
opening the door.
Here, I got you. I'll just grab you.
Let's do this.
Here, I got you, Finny. I'll grab Finny and pull him.
Well, as soon as Finny goes away, the door latch closes again.
Ah, shit!
Yep.
Oh, well, have fun, Finny. Put him back up on his shoulder.
It doesn't mean. But that's what I'm saying. There's no reason you can't swap person. There's no reason Fosmic can't walk up and step into fucking Pierro's place and just hold Finny with one hand for a second.
Oh.
Pierro's probably gonna break the bank. Of course, Pierro. Pierro's the one that loves kicking fucking doors open. You smell like shit. Because this entire room smells like shit.
The
entire
entire
room
room just smells like terrible. So,
That's all I can smell is shit, so you just smell like shit.
okay. So,
No, you're
not
right.
canonically. So, Finny, on being supported by Vosmic, is actuating the door control, and I'm assuming, Pierro, you're going to try and force the door?
Yep.
Okay. Make a strength check.
Come on, buddy. Don't fuck this up.
15.
Okay. Are you going to get a running start, or are you just pushing?
Ooh. I say running. I wouldn't surprise
Okay.
me if it's on the other side of the door.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Bye, Pierro.
Fuck. Dexterity?
Yes.
A 9.
A 9.
Yeah.
Okay. So everything sort of is set up, and you think, okay, I'm going to get a good running start and really, put some ass into this thing. And you back up a little bit, and you get yourself into a position, and you start to move forward, and you're on a very frosted surface, and you slip and fall.
Ah, that's just like the dog.
That's
Just
not
like
too bad.
Pierro. You stay down. You need to stay down.
On your
That's not
back,
too bad.
you see a big hole in the ceiling.
Fuck.
Like a really big hole, like 20 feet around hole.
Uh-oh. We never did look up, did we? Oh, no.
It looks like this was a room with a big vaulted ceiling, and it looks like the bulk of it has been ripped out. And there's dirt all around, but not nearly enough dirt, and you can see that this just goes up into the mountain. Like really far, like till it loses your vision.
Are you gonna
It's
get
more
up,
like
or
a
are you just gonna
tunnel.
keep laying down?
Hmm?
Do you need help up there, guy? I heard you trip and slip and fall behind me.
I mean, I should be able to get up by myself. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? It just...
What could possibly go wrong? Slips, falls, knocks himself out.
Canonically, you guys kept saying that you were slowly moving, so very low risk to slip. But I'm gonna get a running start. Okay, you can slip now. Anyway, yeah. So.
Thing is, the minute you asked, "Do you want to get a running start?" I thought, "Yep, this is gonna fuck him up."
It
was an inkling.
Like I stopped. And I was just like, really?
I absolutely will lay a trip mine right in front of you and say, "Would you like to step forward?" Like, who wants to step into this doorway while you push it open?
It's like, oh yeah, there's this random landmine that shoots 10 fireballs out. You want to step on it?
So yeah, I mean, I'm just be aware of that. If I am asking, hey, do you guys want to do this? There's a good maybe 5% chance that if you say yes, I'm gonna try and kill you. Just be aware of that. Other times I'm like, hey, you guys want to do this? Yeah, okay.
I
smart.
just love that you did it.
Job.
I just love that you did it only to Pierro, only to him.
Are we sure I'm not like the 20% here? Like I'm just getting all the possible kills here.
We'll see. We'll find out. Anyway,
Well,
but you on your back see this massive tunnel cut into the mountain above you, and the door is still closed.
Want to try again?
Hey, want to try again?
Oh, I mean, you can give it a try.
I'm holding Finney. I can't.
Yeah, but well, anyway, I'll just throw this out there too. Vosmik, you can both hold Finney and push on a door.
Yeah, well, Pierre needs to get his fat ass up first to help me push the door.
Yeah, I mean, is it possible just to kind of reorganize myself and make sure nothing's broken?
Yeah, nothing feels broken. It doesn't even really hurt. There's just
a sore ass cheek.
It's just a little sore and a little cold, but you definitely.
All right, Pierre, get over here and help me push.
And I'm guessing when I had the previous running start, I did not even get anywhere close to the door, or I just slightly hit.
No, you did not get to the door. You didn't even hit the door. You basically you got back, you set your feet, and you took 1, 2, and you're down. Yeah, you didn't get anywhere.
All right, Pierre, come help me push the door open. Or
Right.
pull, whatever one it is.
Okay. Yeah, instead of running starts, since the ground is more ice than expected, let's try to get two people to try to push the door.
Okay. Yeah, that's not technically not going to do much. Vosmik and Pierro, if you could make strength checks.
Strength checks. Okay.
Yeah.
14.
Sure.
Hey, nat 20.
Very nice.
Couldn't have done that when you were running for the door.
Oh no.
Finney and Vosmik are both like, we're doing it. And Vosmik is sure that he's doing it because he's taken so many steps. It takes him just a moment to realize, nope, door's staying still. He's just...
It's a push.
Just
It's
slipping. Yeah, it's not... No, Vosmik, as you're pushing it as hard as you can, you're making progress. You're taking multiple steps. Your feet are just sliding on the frosty snow. You're just push. You're not getting any traction. Now, Pierre, on the other hand, is able to set himself in some grit and really put his shoulder into it, and the door soon, with a crack, as it separates, comes free. You think that this was maybe a little frozen in. But once it opens, then it opens with ease like the rest of the doors.
Huh.
So now you see a hallway that goes off to the south till it hits rubble, and you can see that there's a break in the hallway first as it goes off into another hallway to the left or to the east, and then maybe another doorway, or maybe some other bit of art. Basically, you see another break in the wall before the rubble, and the rubble itself is like 50 feet down. The brightness on the shield is extremely helpful to be able to see.
Well, Alucard, you coming? Or are you gonna stand in the doorway and get your ass spanked by something?
No, there's another exit now, so I'm following.
Okay.
Start running here. Catch up.
Now I'll take a nice, slow, leisurely stroll across the room.
You carefully move across the room without consequence.
Aw. You could have just started running. Oh, I'm sure that wouldn't backfire.
You're at this southern door. What do? You see a hallway that goes off south about 50 feet. You see where it breaks off and goes to the left at least 2 places. To the right, it's just a smooth wall all the way down to a pile of rubble.
Check for traps.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, of course.
Perception checks, please.
Ah, my best thing.
Those
15.
that are going to be looking for traps. 15, okay.
16.
11. 16, okay.
8.
8. You can say with confidence that there are no traps within your view.
Progress forward only to where our view was. Check for traps. No, I'm kidding. I guess we'll just move forward. I'm not gonna be that much of a fucking fact.
Can if you want. I'm still going to find a way to punish you if you do.
Yeah, just like a giant fart pod hit
off the DM. So.
So that's the thing is, this was the game. D&D was originally written in an almost adversarial way, in that you find a way to counter all of my traps. I find a way to make better traps. Like it's.
Essentially, I think I was reading the rule book, and it says clearly in there the number 1 rule to winning is that you must blow the DM, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Well,
it is
to be fair, it probably has Yonder's name in parentheses too.
Say, do not hold his Alucard's vein, but you can still get him if you really want to.
Alright, yeah, jokes aside.
Yeah, let's just keep going, I guess.
Okay. So you take some steps south, about 10 feet in, and you get to the bit where it takes into another hallway. Much like some of the others you have found, it goes off towards the east. It goes off, in fact, into the darkness. You can't even see the end of it. And you see several more breaks on the right side of this other hallway. Very similar to the one to the south, but they don't look like normal breaks to other hallways. It's like it doesn't go all the way to the bottom or the top. Almost like a window. But I mean, you're inside of a mountain. There's not going to be windows. But maybe it's like another art thing where it's like sculptures or crap or shelves or you don't know.
Yeah.
You want to go south or do you want to go east down this new hallway?
I probably reckon south.
Continue south?
Yeah.
Alright, you pass by this other hallway. Careful to make sure that there's nothing coming down. You still don't see any Yeti, you don't hear anything. And the door is still open behind you, right?
As far as we're aware.
You can hear just a little whistle and feel the cold coming from that room. It's even colder than in here, which is still pretty cold. But you make your way further south. What do you guys want to do as you approach this opening? Do you want to carefully peek around? Do you want to toss Finny in? Do you want to, what do you want to do?
I agree with option B.
Scooby-Doo with the heads going from bottom to top? Like, what do you want to do?
I agree with option B.
Opening in the wall.
Throw Finny.
So this one, where in a lot of the others there were bits of plaster that had broken off, presumably from like murals and things. This has much less of that. There is some still, but this, as you look at it, the stone is actually a little bit more carefully cut. It's smoothed a bit. You think that it's just raw stone. There's a lot less in terms of plaster and breakage and debris. It's much more clean. It's not so much tiles. Tiles are usually repeating patterns and individually things. These are still the same cut stone, same as the wall. No two stones have been the same. They're all different stones carefully placed together, and this is a flat floor of carefully cut and laid stone. Extremely impressive. If the craftsmanship, the amount of time it must have taken, because the reason tiles are so useful is that you make a form and then you print the tiles. You can make 2,000 tiles a week, no problem, out of mud and bake them and fire them, and it's really easy. Well, relatively. Okay, the actual baking process is pretty difficult unless you bring in the alchemist. But anyway, the point is tiles are easy. They're common because they're consistent and they're no problem. This is extremely carefully cut stone. This is just exuberant. This is the kind of thing that a king would put in only one room. And it's been on the floor throughout this entire place. So this opening, it looks like it goes up about 4 feet, and then it goes about 10 feet, and then it continues up into the ceiling, which is again about 15 feet up. Where the ceiling, it's not just a square at the top; it is kind of a vaulted arch. So all of these, they come to kind of like a point, and this opening takes up a pretty large amount of it. And well, okay, not 10 feet, excuse me. So it goes up about 4 feet, and then it goes up about 8 feet. So the opening is about 8 feet tall, and looking at it even more, it's maybe about 8 feet tall.
Whoa, yonder. Your mic's messing up.
Okay, I don't know what the heck that was.
And
Anyway,
you're back.
the opening is about 8 feet tall and about 8 feet wide, so it's basically square. It seems.
Well,
Let me check my controls.
Satan's interrupting in the game, just like, well. I see Pierro's hasn't gone down yet. Asmodeus wants a noble sacrifice, and he's pissed because Pierro won't die.
If this,
Hold on.
Alright.
Pierro.
if this is a sacrifice, it's got to be 100% fitting.
I was gonna say Pierro can't be the sacrifice. Then you said he wants a noble sacrifice.
Oh, damn.
Shots fired.
None of us are nobles, but okay, go on.
I'm an.
Am I coming through okay now?
Well,
Am I
then,
coming through okay?
yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I got an extension cord on my headset, and it's not very well shielded, so I think I set it on something that bridged it and was causing all kinds of interference. Anyway, but yeah, this is like an 8 foot by 8 foot opening in this massive wall. As best as you can figure, you're still far enough back from it that anything that is within this cubby hole will not be able to see you and attack you. But you can approach it if you like.
Well,
Well, it's about 4 feet off the ground too, so you would probably be the worst person to approach it, or maybe the best.
You want me to yeet you at it? Why not? Yeah, off you go.
I mean, is it possible to send one of the guiding lights into the room and see if anything might be lured by it?
Yeah, you could absolutely do that.
Hold on. I gotta pull up my web browser crashed.
So I can just cast dancing lights. I can cast
We
that
both,
in a human.
yeah.
I can cast that as a humanoid form and then have it stroll into the room
Okay.
or stroll towards whatever this thing is. See if that does
Okay.
anything.
You create a humanoid, a glowing humanoid, and it goes forward. And do you want to have it climb up on the ledge, or do you want to just have it float up there? Because again, it seems like it's about 4 feet off the ground.
I can just float up there.
Okay, you have it. Just carefully strides its way, not so much carefully, jauntily strides its way forward, levitating in the air, going into this opening, and it just. Do you want to just stand there or have it dance? What do you want it to do? Okay.
No, it just carry on through the opening, see if anything happens, if anything attacks, any traps are set off by it, anything at all. I mean, I know it's kind of a light source, so it's not gonna set off any string related traps like ones that you have to walk through, but there could be other types. There could be things sitting and waiting and watch, So
Or
Yeah, nothing seems to happen.
Alright, it's clear. Pierro, your turn.
yeah, you're up, Pierro. Go ahead.
I'll guess I'll take the first step into the magical. I guess.
Into the path of the.
Sorry. Well, we're still in the corridor towards. Sorry, just lost my bearings on where we are at the moment.
It's fine. Yeah, so you went through the southern door in the 3x3 room at the portcullis.
Yep.
And you've gone about 20 to 30 feet into a hallway that leads south. And there's an 8-foot by 8-foot cut opening in the left side of the hallway, on the eastern side of it, on the left. And you guys have sent in a dancing man, a dancing light, and it's just, you guys haven't peeked in, you don't know what's in there, you don't know what's beyond, you just gotta figure out what to do next.
Yeah, I was gonna say, from where we are, since we've sent the light source in, can we see anything through there at all at the moment?
Well, you already had a light source. The shield that has light cast on it is very bright. You still can only see stone. You guys have to walk up to it to be able to see it. I mean, basically, you just see an opening in the wall, but you don't know what's on the other side of the opening. You just see the opening.
Well, I would like to try to approach the opening, see if we can get a better view.
Okay. You approach the opening and look through it, and on the other side, using your shield as a light, you see a fairly remarkable sight. You see, it looks like a frozen waterfall, but you're over top of the frozen waterfall, and it is going down and away from you in a kind of river where it goes to a pool, and it seems to be entirely frozen. It's a courtyard that's rather deep. You're not quite sure how deep, and there's darkness below, and you can see that it is walled off all around with several other these openings, these windows.
The frozen waterfall, does it resemble like a sharp drop, or is it more like a slide?
Do you want to go look at it?
Yeah, I'll step forward and have a look.
Okay.
Hey, can I give him a pat on the back?
Just hold on. If it's a slide, I'm thinking we go for it.
You can.
It looks like a pretty far drop to where the waterfall is, and then it looks like it is not like it. This does not look like an amusement park ride.
Ah, damn.
Yeah. So
What the fuck?
imagine it's something closer to. Hang on. No, that's not what I'm looking for. So
Very short drop
imagine
with a very quick stop.
something closer to. Hang on. Copy image.
I almost took a spell that probably could have helped us here, but I didn't, so it's kind of useless.
What spell?
Imagine it something closer to this, except
another
it's
stick.
more solid, and you can't see what's all around it because you're actually like 10 feet above where the waterfall is coming out.
Yeah.
And
Got the spell.
you can see that it seemingly, and it just kind of goes into this large pool area below you. I wanted to describe it before I showed the picture because, of course, it's underwhelming on this, but yeah, you see. I'm cutting out another image for you guys. Anyway, but yeah, you see that. Yes. Yeah, you see further others. It looks like this is like these are windows. And you saw several others when you looked to the east on the previous hallway. You saw more openings. So yeah.
Again, essentially at this point we have two options: to try and find a way down, or to go back and try the east door in the big room instead.
Or, we go back to the room that had the disturbance of the humanoid figure.
Yeah, that's that.
There's
too.
still 3 doors, portcullis, and 3 hallways, or 4 in fact, that you have not gone down. So you.
We didn't go down the left one. The one that would be the door straight ahead of us when we this room come out main room where the first Yeti we killed was. There's still that room.
Yeah, you got the one on the right from there. Yeah, I'm just saying, there's.
I know we've missed quite a lot, but like I'm kind of when you play a game, you kind of want to exhaust a path before you go back and try the others.
Mhm.
So I'd like to be sure that we're at a dead end before turning back, because otherwise we're going to end up going back, forth, back, forth, back, forth.
Yeah, well, let's just you want to go back to the door that was.
You don't know. It goes into darkness.
Guess maybe go back and look there, because that's the closest thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're gonna go down the east hallway then?
Cautiously.
Cautiously, of course.
We're in an unknown place.
Yeah, you carefully, slowly, in formation, make your way down the east hallway. Pierro in front, obviously, because he's got the shield. And the area around begins to light up. As you go forward with the very brightly lit shield, you see ahead, after passing more of these windows, a intersection, 4-way intersection of hallways again, where it goes past, but where it goes past, you can see that it is collapsed into rubble. You can see that there's a hallway to the right, but that connects to more windows, so you can see that that kind of aligns with it. The hallway to the left, you don't see where it's going. Hang on a second.
So essentially we've got a 4-way hallway, straight across is blocked. There's a path downwards, which is probably just another side to this waterfall section, and then a path to the north.
Yep.
I mean, our initial thing that we were doing is we were heading south, but we were blocked off back across the other side. So do we want to try and head south down this path here, because it seems like it goes further?
Yeah.
And anyone else?
Let's keep heading
dude.
south.
Okay.
Like I always do when there's 4 options, you just roll side to die.
So you want to go down the south hallway? All right. Pierro, make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, 7. 8.
Okay. Who is next after Pierro? Be honest.
I figured yeah,
It
we
would.
were just doing the same order as we did last time.
Okay. Finny, make a strength check or a strength saving throw at disadvantage.
Good. Here we go again.
Just roll 2 20s and you're fine.
Yeah, simple. Okay. Finny, you are powerless as Pierro takes another step into this whole intersection, this 10 by 10 area. And the stone where before it was very clean cut, here it's just like flat gray. But it's not different enough to have been noticed. And Pierro, as he steps into it, his foot just continues to go and he begins to fall. And Finny, you being so much smaller than this large armored creature, you are powerless as you try and grab him to hold on as Pierro tumbles down into a pit. Pierro, high or low?
Knowing my luck low. Yeah, knowing my luck low.
Well, okay, so you want to say low?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even before nat 20. After you.
Oof.
Oh,
You really should have said high.
Yeah.
Okay. So you take 3 piercing damage as you actually, because it was so bad, you take 4 piercing damage as you land on top of a couple of spikes at the bottom of this pit. Oh, so you took 4 piercing damage. You also take falling damage. So you take 5 falling damage from the
he's
fall.
gonna go unconscious.
And make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no. 5.
Okay.
That's even worse.
How many hit points do you have?
Oh
8.
god.
You have 8 hit points?
Oh god, if you roll 13, oh god.
Wait, how do you have 8 hit points?
How do you have
shouldn't have
8?
hands earlier.
Because I healed, because I healed up from 8, due to the lay on hands, and then the piercing, the fall, so it's already back down to 8.
Yeah, no. I was gonna say, don't calculate any of the damage yet. Let him do the full damage
Yeah.
first.
No. You're fine. You have 8 right now. That's fine. You take 7 more from the poison. Amazingly lucky. But you feel poison hitting into you. It is a burning heat, which is comforting after being in the cold way. But you can feel the poison going into your veins. Yeah. Anyway, and you're at the bottom of a 10-foot pit, and you have 2 spikes going through your legs, which is probably going to even further hurt your injuries. Which, by the way, again, just a reminder, it hasn't come up because you guys haven't really been in combat, but you guys do still have injuries.
Yeah.
So
I know. I've known that. I did just have the combat come up.
you do. That's the worst of it. It's going to scar. It's
Hey,
gonna
man.
be a small scar.
That's a good story to tell of gambling of your game of you taking money, gambling. That's
Outside of
Good story.
the game, I'm just gonna put it out there. This adventure fucking sucks. Not sucks as in bad, sucks as in it's so painful. Everything hurts.
I was about
Everything.
to say, it's like shots fired, motherfucker.
No. It's really good, but it's like everything.
fair-
That's up.
To be fair, the only person here that should be complaining is Pierro.
Yeah, to be fair, we should just rename the campaign to
Yeah, but Pierro is my teammate, and I feel for him, and I now feel for us because we now have to figure out how the fuck we're gonna get him out of a 10-foot hole while he's impaled with spikes and poisoned.
It's just
Well, speaking of, that was the damage immediately. But
Poison ticks.
he's poisoned, so that could get worse pretty darn quick. So what do you guys want to do?
Well, we could, Alucard, we could tie a rope to Finny. I do have antidote on.
Right. Okay? Hold on. Okay. So you have antidote.
Yeah. So that's what I was saying. We could.
Can I clarify something? Is there a way from where we are up the top to perceive where the poison came from? Is it noxious gas down there, or is it something that was on the spikes that impaled him?
Pierro, do you want to make maybe a medicine check or a perception check or something
He's
similar?
typing.
And the rest of you can make a perception check,
I'll roll.
or you could.
I'll do,
Something. Give me some
I
checks.
rolled
give me some
20.
numbers.
I rolled
I'll do
22.
medicine.
Okay.
19 on medicine.
Good. You don't smell gas. You don't see darts. You don't see anything like that. You don't really even know the poison unless he tells you, "Hey guys, I feel like I've been poisoned." And Pierro, well, depending on what he rolled, I guess, but
He's dead.
it's a pretty
He's fucking dead.
It's a pretty reasonable assumption, Pierro, that
Yeah,
there
because
was
he's
something on those
laughing.
spikes. There was something on those spikes, and it hurts really bad. And you're still slightly impaled on them, slightly.
That's
They
what I'm
just-
saying. So
Now, I will
Essentially-
add, these spikes, they don't look like they're made to kill humanoids, necessarily. But it's entirely possible that they are only there to poison, which means that whomever put them there wants your body to be whole when they reach it.
Yep, there's some necromancy shit going on.
hold on. Stop speculating shit. Yeah.
God,
Jesus.
dude,
Right. The point is, from his medicine check, he reckons it's on the spikes, which means even if we lower Finny down with an antidote for him, unless we get him off the spikes, the antidote's fucking useless. The point is, we've got to get him off those spikes somehow. I mean, we may no, but my thing is, we surely can I make another perception check to see roughly how far the spikes are apart from each other?
They are pretty close in. No need for a perception check. They're somewhere in the neighborhood of... because I'm trying to translate into metric as well.
What
So
might
they're
make it
about-
easier for you is I'm trying to work out if we lowered Finny down there, could he stand in between
No
the
problem.
spikes without taking any
Easily.
like?
Easily,
That's one
yeah.
thing. If we
and it's
send Finny down, he
entirely-
can tie a rope to Pierro.
Yeah, and it's entirely possible that, I mean, it was just bad luck. The way that Pierro fell, he only got hit by 2 of them, and he's a pretty big guy. And the way that, depending on how he fell, it's entirely possible that he could have fallen in and been fine. Like, this doesn't look like this pit could have been a lot worse. This
Okay.
thing they could have, let's just say that they are not utilizing a proper space to spike ratio.
so
Okay.
yeah, let's lower Finny in.
Yeah, so that's hold on, because you're the
Because
smallest,
you're
the
the
easiest to move
smallest,
around.
yeah.
He's fucking impaled with spikes.
He's unconscious.
He's
He's on 1 point
He's
or
got
whatever.
1 hit point.
Yeah, he's
And
gonna
if
be
that-
unconscious by the time we
And
even
if
get
that,
there.
if that first ticks, he will be unconscious.
No,
we get that.
but-
We get that. But if that 1 point of poison gets ticked away
Yeah.
by that poison, he then goes unconscious. What if he's in the middle of tying at that time?
Pierro, I know you're typing. Are you there?
No, you were.
Hang on, guys, hang on. Shush. Pierro, I don't know if you're listening.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
It's,
As a paladin, you know that you can use 5 points of lay on hands
fun
to
fact.
cure yourself of poison.
I'm all out.
Because you used it?
Yeah, if I didn't use it all, I would be dead.
okay.
I am on 1 because I used all 10.
Can I
That's
go down
fair.
there and fit between the spikes without being
Easily.
spiked by shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
Okay,
problem.
fuck it. Tie it to me and I'll go down.
Yeah, I'm the only one that's gonna be holding this fucking rope.
No, you're a big fucking hulking dude, and I'm a skinny anorexic cunt, as you like to point out quite often. So let's get to it.
Yes, but how are we gonna get Alec or Pierro up with you on there if only me is here? That's why I'm
Well,
saying have Finny go down with the fucking rope
Talk
and
some
Finny
sense
climb
into
back
Finny then,
up.
because I'm just trying to save his ass. So
It is pretty funny, Pierro. But again, there is a concern that he is potentially still poisoned. This is something that could continue to take an effect. If whatever you're going to do,
Jesus fucking
gotta
Christ!
do
If
it
he doesn't want to fucking do it, I'll just tie it to you. Fuck's sake!
as I said, my plan was: is Finny goes down, he quickly ties a rope around Pierro, me and you pull him the fuck
Pierro is
up.
still conscious. Like he's able to talk to you.
It's more the fact that if we got the rope down there, Pierro would pass the fuck out during tying the rope to himself because we don't know how fast said poison or blood loss would
Yeah,
kick
we're
in.
trying to negate.
You're
We're trying to
taking
negate
longer in the argument than it would have taken just to throw him down a rope.
That.
Then fucking do it yourself. You have the rope.
How are you gonna get crushed by Pierro? How are you getting under Pierro?
Oh my fucking god! I just throw the fucking rope down. Shut up and stop fighting. I throw the rope down.
Pierro, a rope is finally lowered to you. What would you like to do with it?
Well, I've been impaled. If I do try to
But
get
it's
my
only small. There's small spikes. Like it's not like you're unable to get off of it. You could even stand up.
yeah, well, if I try to stand up, knowing my luck, I probably would just fall back down onto the spikes again.
There's always that possibility, but you could just stand up.
Okay, I'll try to stand up.
It hurts, but you can stand up and you can feel not very great. You feel pretty kind of drowsy from the poison, a little numb. Quite warm though, so that's good.
Okay.
Or really bad. Yeah, it could be really bad, of course, if you feel really warm, but you know you're freezing.
Well, I mean, is it possible for me to... I mean, should I try to tie myself instead of trying to climb the rope? Because knowing the luck, I probably would pass out.
Just fucking tie
You gotta do
yourself.
something.
And don't roll
Do
a bloody
something.
nat one on
Yeah.
tying that rope.
Okay,
either.
I'm gonna tie myself to the rope.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check at disadvantage, please.
That's another reason why we wanted to send you Finny.
Okay, 9.
Okay. And now that you've got this rope tied around you, hey, it's on there. What do you want to do?
Oh god.
Is there anything I could do with medicine? Like anything to do with the poison, or I'm just kind of screwed in that department also?
Do you have any magical healing that you could apply, or any antidotes, or any medicine that you could do whatsoever?
I mean, I do have a water skin. Could I possibly try to flush out the...
Yeah, but I was gonna give it to you while you went down the rope, but you didn't go down.
Well, again,
Arguing's not
I'm
getting you guys
thinking-
anywhere. What are you doing here?
I think we need to make sure that he is definitely not still impaled by any of those spikes, because otherwise that antidote's not going to do shit. The poison will still be fucking.
Well, he's
Could I-
not anymore. He's up.
Yeah, for now. I mean,
No. If he
No.
got up,
No.
then
There's small sparks. There's small spikes. There's only a couple of them. And there are not a lot of spikes down there. He just landed on 2 of them.
he had shit luck.
He could have. It was just really bad luck.
Is the knot good enough down there?
is it possible to do something about the poison around the puncture wounds?
Well, again, unless you have some sort of medicine, or unless you have some sort of magical healing, I mean, at that point, you could just put your hand over it, but generally that's not going to do much against poison. You could wash it off, but that's generally not going to do much against poison. You were pierced with a
Alucard,
poisonous
grab the
snake.
rope.
It's in there.
Ah,
Yep.
oh.
We're gonna start trying to pull this
Basically,
motherfucker up.
if we get you back up, one of us can take one for the team and try and suck the fucking poison out. So
Mm-hmm.
Or
that's what you do with
antidote,
snakes.
or magical healing.
Yeah, but even if you're antidote, you still need to get the poison
Wait,
that's in his system out
how-
of him. So
Wait, how wide?
Okay, for the record, for anyone listening, sorry to interrupt. Don't suck the poison out of a snake bite. Just anyone who's listening. Anyway, go on.
Yeah.
How wide
It's
is
a really bad idea.
how wide is this pitfall? Is it possible to try to?
It's about 10
Climb.
feet. You could definitely, I mean, if you get a little bit of effort, you could, but it's not like you could just reach up and grab it. Like, it would take, it's pretty rough cut. You can see that the stones are laid in, then there's gravel, then there's dirt and loose rock. If you try to climb the sides, and in fact you probably can if you really want to put effort into it, it just comes loose debris.
We're trying to
really
pull him
make
up.
progress. Yeah, but if you guys are pulling him up and trying to get him up, then that can help. So, Voswick and Alucard, you're going to be pulling on this rope.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here it comes, the natural ones.
Okay. So hang on, Pierro, if you could please make an make a Constitution saving throw, and Voswick, could you make a Constitution saving throw?
Yes.
14. I got
Okay.
higher than a
19.
19, Voswick.
Yeah.
Okay. Alucard and Voswick, if you could make strength checks.
Oh.
Okay, fine, Finny. You can
20.
make a strength check as well. Yeah, you can do it. You know, you can do it.
I got a nat 20.
Nice.
um,
Alucard?
18.
18. Pretty darn good. Okay, so Pierro, you got this rope tied around you. You're like, all right, we're just gonna climb out of this thing. You grab onto the rope and you try to pull it, and you just have this tremendous pain in your chest from the Yeti wound, and God, you're just not able to pull it. But Vosmic and Alucard at the top, and with a little aid from Finny, are able to drag you out of this pit. And a little bit of effort soon finds you prone on the ground, rope tied around you, bleeding a little bit on the leg, and still thoroughly poisoned, but out of the
So-
pit.
we can use the antidote, and I can heal him. He said magical healing, because I do have magical healing. Which cure wounds.
There are certain types of magical healing that will do it. So cure wounds can restore hit points,
Yeah.
but there's a specific spells that are really good against poison.
Okay.
Let's see. There's lesser restoration. Lesser restoration, which you probably don't have yet.
No.
You touch one creature and can end either one disease or one condition affecting it, including blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
Yeah. See, the only two healing I have are cure wounds and healing word.
And that's fine. Yeah. Cure wounds, it might help him, but it won't. If the poison, if it does tick, then it's going to continue to tick. But
I'll give him
might
the antidote
not
to tell him to drink it. See if that'll work, and then heal him for cure wounds. See, that's the only explanation that we have right here, because that's the only plan we have.
That is a fair point.
So
There is one other thing that we
What?
can do. We can move back to the cold area because ice cold temperatures slow the rate at which poison spreads.
mm-hmm.
yeah,
But he's already very cold.
we like I said, he could drink the antidote, see what happens.
Okay.
Heal
So,
him.
Pierro, do you drink this random liquid?
I'll try.
You have no choice. We're forcing it down your throat.
Either you open wide or you're dying.
Yeah, they're like having one of those days.
Alright. So, you pour this liquid down the gullet, and you soon feel yourself becoming very cold. But in a good way, as the heat goes away. And presumably, the poison has stopped. You still feel a little groggy, still feel a little numb on the extremities. You still have that pain going throughout your body where your nerves have been shocked by the cold. You know, your injury is still there, but the poison seems to have gone away.
And I just healed him for 8.
And look at that, you got 9 hit points.
Nice.
I just go, wow, man, you're really cutting it close with death.
I should be just here to say hi to death nonstop.
They might be pissed.
Pierro the Unkillable.
Pierro's death's most wanted.
I was gonna say, Pierro, the bane of all of our existences. Do you know the amount of stress you cause trying to save your ass?
You know, one more near-death experience, you get a free soda at Papa Pierro's.
Probably not for luck. No,
It's probably like it's probably like a free soda is from upstairs.
yeah, no.
Yeah, half off. It's
Yeah.
off, but that's only half off. But yes,
Yeah.
buy
I
one
mean-
get one free. Does not include
Yeah.
chocolate.
Pierro, at least you can safely say that we do care about your character dying. Look at how heated that debate got about saving your ass, so...
To be
Yeah.
fair, most of the debate was because none of you wanted to put yourselves in danger. But yes,
I was happy to. I was happy to.
It's more the fact.
Yeah, to be fair,
It's more the
Anyway,
fact
Again,
that
it's common sense. You are smaller, you are lighter, it's easier for you to maneuver around things. It was the common sense play.
in me,
like more like
how
you
are
were-
these two gonna support my weight? Like, that would not help.
but the
I mean,
The
and
problem
again, Finney's strength is exactly the same as mine. It's an 8 - 1, so he could have helped you. But again, I was just going for the factor of I'm bigger than you. It might have been more difficult for me to move around down there.
The problem was during the argument of trying to find the perfect plan, he was in a pit dying, and in the end, the indecision could have very well killed him. In that instance, doing something, even a flawed plan, may have been life and death.
Yeah.
Just saying. Exactly. He's just like, can I get a rope? Just send me the rope. I'll just climb it out myself.
I just love at the end of the argument, my character just looks over at you guys and says, "Shut the fuck up!" and I throw the rope down at him.
Anyway,
No,
so
no.
you guys are on the edge of a pit trap. And, yeah. What do you want to do?
I want to go home.
Yeah, I mean, to be
I'm
fair,
not
why
going
did-
down this fucking hallway. Fuck
What?
this. Oh, and the track record? Oh, because he's the beefcake at this point still. 'Cause
Oh,
he's-
so-
but
Am I? So wait, am I?
and he
doing
has the light source.
head first or something? Like, hold up.
16.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Fuck this path. Anyone wanna go for a swim in Spike Field?
Again, it's
So-
not that bad. You could walk across it pretty easily. You could
How are
walk across
Pierro's
it.
legs?
Not great. They definitely hurt. You know, there's some crunching.
Am I the only person that's thinking, fuck this druid and fuck this town? I want to go home.
Yeah. I'm about to I'm on. But we have no way of getting out.
Yeah, how do you want to get out?
See, fuckers, later I would just randomly teleport. This entire time I knew teleport. I'm not a cleric.
Yeah. Yeah, you
I
guys,
could-
it's not great.
I could have made this by fucking literally going out chopping wood for someone bringing it back.
Yeah, the ROI on this venture is through the floor.
I'm asking
It's
for at least
fine.
150 now.
It's fine because towards the end, at some point, we're gonna discover a massive riches. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
Yeah, you know what those
It's probably
riches
gonna
are?
kill me. It's probably gonna kill me.
It's a mimic. It's mimic copper.
Okay.
no,
Okay.
Let's go back.
All right. So where are we going? Because we still have multiple options. We still have north, like from where we are on that crossroad. We still have north, back towards the 3x3 room, and then the east door, or back round towards that old section where the half open door was, or slightly open door
I'd
was.
say either go back to the east side by the 3x3 room or the half open door. At this point, we're running into more traps, so I feel like this is a place that was just set for booby traps for people to fail.
Or just when that one person
Do
really
you
his head.
sneakily feel like this is some omnipotent god's way of telling us this is not the correct way?
Yes, I feel like that's the tingling in my body. Is that my God is telling me I don't want to fuck out of that area.
Alright, so which one do you want to do then? Back towards the east door or back towards the door that was slightly corrupt?
Well, considering the fact that we have a man that literal holes in his leg, I don't know.
Probably
It's
more
not
duct
an
tape
awful
at this
lot.
moment.
Do about
You'll
that.
be-
Does anybody
you'll
have
be-
bandages or?
Yeah, with
Yeah,
the cure
when you
wounds?
healed him, it
Oh,
kind of,
okay.
kind of solidified. It stopped the bleeding. He's not dying. He's not at risk of dying. It just hurts. Like it's just, he's just got some minor puncture wounds. I mean, you guys are heroes. It's just,
yeah.
it just hurts
Okay.
a lot.
I have a question. One about
Yeah.
spells and all that.
Pardon?
How many times can you use them before you have to rest?
So it depends on your class. Generally,
Cleric.
throughout the day, as a cleric, you have spell slots.
Yeah.
So, at your level, at level 2, you have 3 first level spell slots.
Okay.
So you just use 1.
Yeah, so I have 2 left.
You have 2 left. And because
Okay.
you were a cleric earlier in the day, you didn't use any spells. So you have still, 2 first level spell slots that you have.
Okay.
And you
Just
have
making
unlimited
sure.
cantrips.
Yeah.
Correct.
Do you know, as a cleric?
Yes, I
do.
do.
Do you know what resets your spell slots? Like for me as a sorcerer, it's a long rest resets my spell slots.
Generally,
All of it's long rest.
generally it's a long rest. No, not all of
Right,
them
okay.
are long rests.
I was gonna say that
Well-
sometimes it's different.
A long rest
Yeah.
will usually do it for all of them, but some of them, like Warlock, get their spell slots back on a short rest as well. But they only
Okay.
have 2 spell slots.
Yeah.
That's the trade.
All right.
They gotta
Well,
have a sandwich between every fight.
but yeah, we'll go back to. I'd say the door. Well, we'll check the east door, see if it's still open or not. And then by this time, how long has it been? It's been like 3 hours or so. You'd say
Since you took the long rest, or since you took the short rest, and
since I put light on his shield.
since you put light on his shield, you guys walked down a relatively short hallway, looked at a gruesome corpse, opened a door, stood in a shitty room, opened another door, walked down a hallway, then walked down another hallway, then fell down a pit. It's been like 20 or 30 minutes.
Okay. Because the light lasts an hour plus my level, which is 2.
Yeah, but plus it's plus your level?
Oh no, plus my spell. It's all new to me. Oh no, yeah, plus
Hang on.
spell
So
modifier.
you touch one object, it lasts exactly 1 hour. The spell ends if you cast it again or dismiss it.
Yeah.
And yeah, so the spell, until it ends, it's a bright light for 20 foot, and then a dim light for another 20 foot.
Yeah.
And you can even make it a colored light if you like.
It's a cantrip, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yeah, you can just do it whenever.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say, for
that's
that
why-
word, you could just recast it to reset it. So
That's why I was asking about. Yeah, I'll just cast it on my shield then.
Okay, you can cast
I'll
it
just
again.
recast it on mine.
And as
and
you
then we'll
cast it, the light on Pierro's shield goes down.
Yeah, and then we'll just go to that door. We'll check the east door as we're going by to see if it's open or not. Or any
It is
remark.
still closed.
Okay, we'll go down to the door where the one that I noticed that was open a bit. Flip into.
Going past the gruesome corpse again.
Yeah. It looks like. Hey, look! It looks like Pierro.
cautiously, always cautiously.
Yeah.
Yes.
Always
shit.
carefully.
Going
Not that that's
past,
doing us any fucking good, but
you can still feel the vicious cold, and it looks like some snow has been coming down in the 3x3 room of the portcullis. It is so cold. You can see some air blowing through the portcullis. And you start to head west, and you go south again past the statues of the dwarven man and woman. And you go to the door that was partially opened before, but is still closed now. It looks like it's a pull door, judging from the debris that's been pushed out of the way, or pulled out of the way in some respects. What do you guys want to do? What's the procedure?
Wait. What about the door? Sorry, I have my
It's
the
thoughts
door's
closed.
closed. We need to open it.
It's
Okay.
a pull door, handles on the right.
I'm gonna try and. Well, Finny, where you fuck you at?
The same as always, I guess, yeah. I'll clamber on up and try and open this one.
Okay, you climb up, and
It's a pull door, so by pulling you or what?
Guess we could, yeah.
A la
I'm
carte,
up.
start pulling.
okay,
Can you not pull it by yourself? Do you need me?
No,
it's not difficult at all. You go up, you're able to kunk the door open. The latch undoes. The door opens a little bit on its own, and then with a little bit of pulling, you're able to get it to the point of the debris again. You want to keep going even further, or
Can
I'm
I
gonna
make
stop
a,
and
can I
listen
make a,
for
like,
noise.
I was gonna say, can I
Make
make a
a what
perception check for like any traps or anything like that?
Yeah, it's a good idea,
Sure.
actually.
the door opened enough for a relatively healthy, thin humanoid, a medium-sized humanoid, to be able to squeeze through. So you can easily look through.
14
22 on
Okay.
perception.
perception. Ooh.
As you look through, you do not see any traps. As you're looking for traps, it's quite bright on the other side as you open it with the light coming from Bosmu's shield.
Oh, I was listening for noise.
Oh, there you also don't hear anything except the door opening, but the
Okay.
light still creeping through around the doorway. Alucard, as you look, you do not see any traps. But you do see a bag leaning against kind of the far wall. It goes in, it's like a 10-foot by 10-foot room, almost like a landing. And there's a bag leaning against the far wall. And then there are steps going down to the north or to the left of the door.
Why is there just a bag there?
Druid maybe, or someone's here.
I mean, yeah, but like, why would they leave their
it
bag
is-
unattended?
It does look like an adventurer's pouch. It looks
Maybe
like
Could have been
looks like
whoever.
a bag. It looks like a backpack of a medium-sized creature. It looks like. Yeah, that is an adventurer's guild patch.
And-
That is an adventurer's pack.
And maybe he left it there because he hauled ass as we ripped open the door.
Yeah, I don't tend to just drop my bag when I'm running, but
Could have also,
okay.
could have
Is
also
Vinny-
had supplies to make the first trap on that first door. And
Is there-
the backpack itself was of no use after that. Possibly,
Okay.
I'm not sure.
possibly, Finny, you have a cane stick. Prod it before you touch it.
You said there's the stairs going down, right?
Yep, to the north.
I'm gonna cast dancing lights to make it a humanoid figure and send it down the stairs.
Okay.
Does anything happen? Do I hear anything when it goes down?
You continue to hear nothing.
Guys, okay, I'm gonna slowly creep in, but also carefully check the flooring by poking it with my sword. Just like what happened with Pierro.
You're carefully checking the flooring as you make your way in. Make maybe another perception check to try and look around and be careful.
23, not nat.
Okay. Yeah, you don't see anything that would be construed as a trap. And
Okay, I go, okay, guys, you can come in. I gotta pee real fast, so I'll be right back.
Ready?
Pure silence.
yeah,
Just
Love
awkward
it.
silence.
you see stairs
um,
going down. What do you do?
Okay, do we want to check the bag, or just ignore the bag, or?
Yeah, definitely check the bag, see if there's anything contained inside of it.
Okay. How do you want to check the bag?
Can I prod it with my cane first?
Yes. You go up and you give it a gentle kind of a nudge and a couple of taps. And then a good kind of a whack from the side to give it a bit of a wiggle. Doesn't seem to do anything.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah.
Everything seems to be trapped, so...
Yeah, it does. So what
I
you guys
always,
wanna do?
I always sort of just quickly. I always sort of wondered, like, if you have like a base and you set shit tons of traps ever, how do you keep track of where all your traps are? How do you not walk into your own fucking traps at some point?
True.
You have to remember it.
I guess I can pick up the bag and take a look inside if no one else wants to.
It's a bag of holding.
That'd be nice.
So you want to go ahead and actually pick it up?
I guess
No
so.
precautions? Do you put gloves on or anything? Or
I don't think I have any gloves to put on.
You're gonna get coronavirus, man.
But if it happens, it happens at this point.
you open the bag.
Waiting for it.
And inside, you find 50 feet of silk rope. You find a couple of days of rations, an empty water skin, a whetstone for sharpening a knife or a sword or something. You find some correspondence. You find a writing kit. Looks like some pencils and paper and such. And you find other miscellaneous things, like there's looks like some basic utensils. There's nothing in the way of like fire starters, no torches. It looks like this is some next level adventuring gear, but and there's all kinds of like little things, but nothing of value.
You said there's correspondence. Is it as in letters, like information documents?
Yeah.
Can we peruse through them and see if there's anything written on them of interest?
Yeah, you find a copy of, Senor Rodriguez's, Mayor Rodriguez's Esquire's letter. You find a handwritten copy of that. You find, it looks to be that he was keeping his receipts carefully partitioned. You've got a logbook that keeps track of his receipts and expenses. The adventuring details in that respect. You find that his adventuring charter, his license, is up to date. It looks like just mundane, kind of like he's got his papers in order. Because as an adventurer, especially as a sole proprietor contractor like he was, his office is his backpack. He lives out of that sucker, and so he's got everything that he needs to identify as a proper adventurer. He's got the paperwork that allows him to carry arms, though bonded, in several major cities. He's got, it's just
Is
stuff
there
like
is there any document that actually tells us whose bag it is?
that. Yes.
Is there any name? Just
Yes.
to make sure of who it is.
Yes. You do, amongst all the paperwork, as I said, because it does give this. It's basically all of his identifying paperwork, his corporate paperwork, all of this other stuff. It is for Yousef Garza,
That's
who
the
you
one.
know is the druid.
Oh, so I was fucking right the entire time.
Hold on, fucking hell, Jesus.
You are so quick to jump gun on that.
God, no, I'm joking. But no, Shadow, your mic's kind of messing up a bit.
I mean, how many
Yeah,
adventuring bags? How many other people's adventuring bags do you think to find here? That's not exactly a big guess.
Well, to be honest, we don't know how long this place has even been here.
Yeah,
or
sure.
how many people have.
We don't know who's been here, who's adventured here before.
Exactly. It's almost certainly been here a very long time.
I
But
just,
yes,
I just love Vosmic's jump to everything. It's like, oh, we found this backpack. It's from Yousef. He's a necromancer.
Oh no,
Evil.
no, it's just like with necromancy. I know they like to make a lot of abominations, which are literally assortment of different.
They love to
fucking
leave
parts
their
of
backpacks
creatures.
laying everywhere too.
absolutely nothing in this gives you any inclination towards necromancy. There are
No diary entry saying
no-
day 5. The Adventurers Guild expects nothing.
I didn't assume. I
You
didn't
do not
assume it-
find a journal. You do not find anything else. But in terms of what you can use, yeah, you've got a whetstone, an empty water skin, 2 days of rations, a
Right, kid.
silken rope, which is the same as a hempen rope, but it weighs half as much. And you've got the identification of Barry Rodriguez, the identification of Yousef Garza. So when you come back, you can, prove, hey, we found this. You found a proof of something.
We
But
can
you
be
don't know where
Yousef.
he is. Yeah, you don't know
Okay.
where he is. You merely found his bag.
Little
There's
do we
almost-
know little do we know the mayor hasn't helped this entire time.
Alright, quick question outside of the game, just because I don't know how this would work. So, assuming I've picked up this bag, I'm now carrying this bag, surely this will, make an adjustment to my character's overall weight or whatnot?
In a sense, yeah,
how
you
would,
have
how would I
more-
calculate that based on his shit?
Well, you've got normally what you've got is, and you can just kind of keep it as temporary. So the idea there in this instance, I don't know how D&D Beyond works their things, but where before you were wearing a bag, sort of, I'm assuming like most of the time you guys have a pack on your back or a satchel or something similar that you have
Yeah.
a lot of your equipment in and your gear. And in this particular instance, you're still wearing that, but you also have just this, and you can just carry it around. You can set it down. You can do whatever, or you could put the stuff that you want here. You could fit some of it in your bag or in everyone's bag. You can share the load, and then you can just have an empty bag, or you could
Well-
even just collapse the bag, or you could just leave the bag.
I was thinking of just, keeping the bag and its contents as is, but just taking it with us. Because
That's probably
if
the
at
best
some
way.
point we do find him, I like to
Yeah.
give him his stuff back, so...
Exactly. Be like, oh, hey, bro. Yeah, let me just get your rope out of my bag. You
Just
want your
put all your
receipt,
shit,
bro?
sorry.
Yeah. Here you go. Here's
that
Also,
All those
Yeah.
important
Also going
documents?
back-
Nah, I didn't see them.
Oh
going
man,
back
you
on-
just kindling.
Oh,
Also,
yeah,
going back on what Vosmic said about him maybe perhaps being slightly nuts, if that does turn out to be the case, maybe us giving him his shit back might convince him that we're not against him, so...
Also true. Also true.
Yeah, but again, from what you can, anybody want to roll maybe an insight check or an investigation check?
I'll do an investigation, why not?
I'll do insight.
Sure.
I'll do insight as well.
20, not nat.
Oh, 16. Not that.
4. Hell yeah.
Okay. So let's see. What would do it one at a time? Bosmic, what'd you roll for? You got like a dirty 20,
20, not nat.
and what'd you roll for?
Insight.
Okay. Looking at this, looking at these ledgers and all of these licenses, This person is far traveled. This person is exceptionally meticulous. And this person, the handwriting is careful. The paper is crisp and pristine. Everything was carefully put away and wrapped in this bag. This is a person who has tremendous control over themselves. It is very unlikely that this person would go wild, and if they did, their traps would not be cruel in that way, and in a strange way. And also, too, this is a druid, and many of you know this, not just him, but anybody who rolled insight can know further that this is a very careful, high-level, precise individual. And as a druid, they have a tremendous respect for nature and life. The savagery that befell the corpse just down the hall, no druid on their worst day would have done this, and would have done that. And two, from everything written in this, it's extremely unlikely that this person would break after a week. And they're a higher level druid than you guys are. Even if it had been poisoned or anything like that, he can handle it even better than Pierro, and Pierro could handle it on a good day.
Barely,
So-
but he could.
He could. He absolutely could. And so, just looking through all of this, you don't know where this guy is, but you're pretty sure that if he had laid a trap, it would have been a lot worse than what you had.
Mm.
And I mean, you have, beyond that, you don't know. So what did you roll, Vaz? Or no, what did you roll for, Pierro?
I rolled for insight on 16.
Yeah, so you got roughly that sort of same information. Finny?
I rolled a 4. No, on
Okay.
insight. On insight.
You, looking at it, you didn't get necessarily all the druid thoughts, but yeah, this guy is pretty tidy. You know, the stuff that you've seen is sloppy. You don't think this would be him. Alucard, what did you roll
It's-
for?
Investigation 21.
Okay. Looking through the bag a little bit more, with a 21, you find a hidden compartment.
This is where all the evil things are.
You find a potion of healing,
Yeah.
a flask, a small flask hidden in a compartment near the bottom on the inside. And you also find 10 gold coins.
Ooh, there you go.
Question, does the flask
It's
look
probably
like an
his-
alcohol flask, or?
Sort of. It looks like it looks more like a maple syrup, like a small. Imagine like a one-time use maple syrup fancy thing.
Wait.
It's like a little glass flask that has wrappings of straw on the bottom and a cork on the top, sealed with wax. And it has a slight kind of odd, viscous, glowing red that any adventurer would recognize as a healing potion.
Right, sorry, yeah, I was just going to confirm, is that two separate items or one? You said potion of healing, and then afterwards he asked about the flask. So the flask is a potion of healing.
The potion of healing is in a flask.
Alright,
yeah,
right.
cool.
Sorry, I thought it was the potion
So-
and then a flask. My bad.
Yeah, that's what I was confused about. Right, so one potion of healing and 10G.
Technically speaking, the potion is the liquid, and the liquid is within a flask.
Right.
Yeah. So you have one potion of healing. You don't know how powerful it is, but you've got some type of potion of healing, and you have 10 gold coins. This was likely an emergency rainy day thing. Like if you're super injured, you lost your equipment, you need something. Here's some money. Here's a healing potion. It'll get him through a bad day.
Would it be beneficial to chuck the gold in the group fund? Because that is getting kind of low.
I've still got plenty of gold of my own that I can support
Well,
the group with. I'm
again,
going to
I'll
leave
just-
his shit
Same
alone.
for now.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'll just throw
Yeah,
this out
Oh
there.
yeah,
It
yeah,
is-
yeah. Fair point. Fair point.
It's
Also,
just
I have
immediately
one
like,
for
divided, or...
I have one for earlier on. Yonder's basically said that this druid is higher level than us. I'm not fucking with his shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair point.
But he could be
It's like,
in,
it's like, oh, coins. Do we want to split them up, or no,
but
it's
he could,
property?
He could
He's
be.
gonna return it.
I mean, it's Finny we're talking about here. He sees gold, he wants gold. Like,
Yeah, fair.
I'm just playing to my
Finny.
character here.
Vinny, I'll make you a deal. If we don't find him ever, or he turns out to be dead, you can do what you want with the damn gold. I don't give a shit.
Yay! Gold for Finny. Gold for Finny.
Okay. So what do you guys want to do?
Head
Well,
down
you
the
have-
stairs, I guess.
Yeah, my dancing lights is just it's chilling there.
Well,
It's
in
just
fact,
stopped
as
and
you,
default danced on the stairs all this time.
as you look down, you see that there's not too far that you can even, in fact, go. That the stairs seem to go down about 15 or so feet, where it ends at ice. Like the stairs continue to go, but it is solid ice. Like a wall, or rather in this case, more of a floor of ice, completely fills the stairwell.
It's like really, really solid. It's not just like a thin sheet of ice, or
You want to go find out?
yeah, I'll go find out. Product of a sword.
Anyone find
Pierro,
out?
jump on it.
You want a perception check then?
Yeah, I'll perception check that.
Okay, you can get down close. Try to get a look.
That is a 15. That was nearly a natural one. Nearly hit a 1. That's a
Yeah,
15.
You can't tell. I mean, it looks. It might be thin.
Well,
It looks like it just kind of. It goes to the point where you can barely see the stairs under it. You don't know if it's just being cloudy or.
Can I smack it with the cane, or?
Yeah, you can give it a couple smacks. Whack, whack, whack.
I feel like
little chunks of ice coming off. Doesn't seem to crack through.
Yeah,
if
just
someone's
solid.
gonna hit this, it should probably be one of the big weapon wieldy boys.
I mean, if it was a thin sheet of ice, then surely the cane would still break through it.
yeah, no, but
I was
get
just
a feeling-
testing whether or not it was like a thin sheet of ice was blocking it or not. Oh,
Anybody
if
else
that's
wanna
if that's I'll come back up.
I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna go down. Can I make a perception check to see how thick it is?
Oh, wait. I completely forgot to give a detail of the room. Shit. I apologize, guys. As you enter the room, you see 2 levers on a wall. Oh, man, I feel like an idiot. I apologize. I
That's fine,
completely
no,
forgot
that's
about the
fine,
levers.
that's fine.
Yeah, you
Fine.
see 2 big ass levers on the wall.
Sorry,
My inkling screams portcullis and something else, but
Actually,
Wait.
shit. I changed that again. I apologize. I completely forgot the notes. I'm looking over the notes again. They're not on the wall. They're on the floor. So imagine they're the ones that come out. They've got the handle that you have to squeeze to release them, and you can pull them. You guys kind of know what I'm talking about?
yeah,
yeah, Bloodborne.
Bloodborne,
Me
Dark
and-
Souls-like
me and
places,
Finny
yeah.
know perfectly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Big industrial levers.
Yeah.
Levers. And each of them are like 7 or 8 feet tall, and there are 2 of them, and they're
I'm not pulling
in the
them
room.
then.
They're
But
sort of
I'm
on the very far right side of the room when you come in, and the stairwell goes down to the left. And there's inscriptions on the far wall, not too different from some of the others, but this is clearly text.
Can I
Do
see
we-
what they say?
Do we know? I was gonna say, do we know what language it is?
It appears to be Dwarvish. They speak
I
Dwarvish.
don't speak Dwarvish.
Yeah.
Guess
Anyone?
what I speak?
Hey,
Yes!
nice.
I'm useful.
Yay!
You
What?
can read Dwarvish.
Languages common and dwarvish.
Fantastic. You go up and you look at it, and this is not Dwarvish.
I'll go up and look at it.
Some of the symbols look like Dwarvish. It's likely that it's related to Dwarvish, but
Durga?
this is
maybe?
gibberish. You don't know what this is.
I'll go up
Can I
and
make
look.
I mean, some of these symbols you can maybe get some of it. Like this is kind of close to the symbols and the letters for water. This is kind of close for the symbol for danger.
And before we find out there's a kraken under the ice.
Maybe
Is it-
make
This is-
maybe
this
make
is
an
what I'm
intelligence check
Intelligence?
I'll go over 2 with them.
or a history check.
I'm gonna-
Because he speaks Dwarvish, he can do it. If you don't know Dwarvish, you're not going to be able to make anything of this. Unless
Intelligence
you have a spell to comprehend languages.
intelligence check of 18. Woohoo.
Okay. Yeah, looking at it, some of the symbols are kind of similar. You're kind of guessing on some of it, but you get enough of the gist of it, you think, to know that these levers have something to do with water levels, and also that there's something about them being very dangerous.
The waterfalls,
Oh,
maybe?
Yeah.
I don't get that feeling when he says water levels and dangerous. I'm thinking fucking the door shuts and the fucking room fills with water. That's what I'm thinking.
I know a great way to find out.
I want to pull it, but they're too tall. I can't pull them.
Is there anything near the levers or the pulleys?
No. There's a bag in the room, but beyond that, no, not really.
The
Well,
bag.
I'm gonna go down to the ice, and can I do a perception to see how thick it is?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check.
24, not bad.
Okay. Yeah, you can't tell how thick it is, but it looks pretty darn thick. I mean, you
Shadow,
can't
should I
see.
try it?
You can't
I
see
mean,
the
there's
bottom.
no harm in not trying it. There's no harm in not trying it. It either fails or it doesn't.
Well,
Hmm.
I mean, before we all get trapped here and possibly
Hold on.
frozen to death, what
No,
happens
possibly
if
plan.
we have one winning person to possibly pull one of the levers and everybody else has a chance of backup?
Well, I don't think they're going to
Cosmic has a
clue.
plan before that. So,
Okay.
Why don't I try my plan first?
What's your plan?
I'm gonna look at the ice and destroy water on it.
Yeah.
Does that work on
Interesting.
ice?
well, that's what we're about to find out. I mean, ice is
Yeah.
a component made up of water,
True.
frozen water.
But it is frozen, so.
Well, that's why he's attempting it to see if it
Yeah.
will work or not.
I'm
Wait,
just thinking of like shape water. It wouldn't work on ice. So a deal like that, but yeah, it's a possibility. Yeah.
So
It
you're
says you
gonna.
can- I'm gonna try and
Which
destroy
one?
water on it. You destroy up to 10 gallons of water in an open container within air range. Alternatively, you can destroy fog. So 10 gallons of water. I can destroy it. It's just the last part's fog. It's about fog.
Let me see if it works on ice, because apparently this is a question that's been asked before, and as expected, the official answer is yes.
No,
So
Okay.
you are going to attempt to destroy this water.
Yes.
Destroy water. You said it was 10 gallons.
Yes.
Okay. 10 gallons is, of course, not very much.
No, but it still gives us a basic idea of still how deep it is.
And you just want to go deep?
No, like how far like it's frozen down. Because like if it destroys the 10 gallons and if it destroys water, and that was only like a giant like just a little block like a block that because you can tell we can't tell how thick it is, the ice.
Yeah. So I'm trying to
So I'm just
understand.
testing it.
You're not trying to cut into the ice. You're trying to cut under it.
No, I'm cutting into it to see
So
how
you're-
far
yeah, like
back
you're
it goes.
Or a hole.
I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Am I right in saying you're trying to see if doing this will create a hole through it or not?
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
Hmm.
How wide of a hole do you want to make?
I mean, how big is a dancing light?
I was gonna say,
How big
wide
is the
can you
dancing-
make with a 10-gallon limit?
Well,
Yeah.
it's a point of light. It can be as small as yeah, it's a little point of light. All he needs is just a little point.
Sure.
I'll make it to where I can at least fit my dancing lights to go down further to see
Okay.
if I
Yeah. How
And then
far do you
just
want them to go down?
as far as the 10 gallons went. As far as
Okay.
it, like it
But
But
went.
how wide of a hole do you want to make it? You got
Just the
it's
size
10
of like a
gallons. So you have 2,300
the size of a baseball.
cubic inches. The size of a baseball?
Yeah.
Okay, so about a 3x3 esque,
Yeah.
3-inch diameter kind of thing there.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and divided by the cubic inches of 9. So you can, with that, you can dig to a depth of 21 feet, assuming the destroy water spell doesn't limit the range. Create or destroy water. Let me see here.
It just tells me
gallons of cream water. Ultimately, to destroy water, destroy 10 gallons in an open container within range. I don't think that anyone can argue that stairs are not an open container. Yeah. So yeah, you can angle it in such a way as you want to bore a hole, basically 21 feet deep, potentially.
Yeah, and then once I'm done, I'm gonna try and send the dancing lights in to see if it keeps going deeper as as
Okay.
ice.
And do you want to do it at the same sort of drop, the same angle as the stairs, or do you want to go
Yes.
straight down? Or okay.
Same angle as the stairs.
Yeah. So it goes quite a ways. Yeah, it goes in terms of the ice. So that's the issue, is that the light going down, it's not that you can see through the light. It doesn't really help. You can see the light going, but
Yeah.
I mean, you don't see what the light sees.
Oh yeah.
But you do see the light going into the ice.
Damn. I just go. Holy fuck! That's fucking
Well,
deep.
Well, the stairwell, for all you know, the stairwell goes down. You don't know how far it goes down, but you don't know if the light's in the water or not. You just see the light goes.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I was sending it to see if it kept it, because it still keeps going. So it's like, oh fuck. Oh great. Well, let's go back up to them. That's no use.
Yeah, I don't think I can
tell
through
of.
there. Well,
Pierro, looks like you're up.
So two levels, possible danger.
That destroy water thing is cantrip, yeah?
No.
No,
It's not.
no, it was the first level spell.
Yeah.
If it were a cantrip, I was just thinking, how many of those would it take to make a gap big enough for us to get
that's
through?
why it's
but,
not a
yeah.
cantrip,
Yeah.
because that's broken.
But I had to ask.
It's
Yeah, because
just a group full of unable to do cantrips, and they just all make a big hole, just whoosh, make it a slide.
If there's a cantrip, you know there's gonna be some bored guy that just destroys an ocean one day.
Me. Anyways.
well,
All right.
to by comparison, if you were to make a 2x2 sort of tunnel with that, then you would get somewhere in the neighborhood of about 4 feet deep. Like, it's in terms of a practicality of it, you wouldn't be able to go too far, even as a spell. So even if you cast it 2 times, you still wouldn't have gotten more than 8 or 10 feet.
Yeah.
But anyway, so what do you guys want to do?
Hey Pierre, you want to pull one of these levers?
So apart from the writing on the walls, are there any other obvious anything else in the room?
Nope. There's a bag. There's writing. There's levers. There's stairs going down to ice. And other than that, and I checked the notes, other than that, the room is empty.
Oh fuck.
I have a feeling so if something's gonna control the water here, seeing as everything is completely frozen solid, I don't think anything's gonna work.
So for the layout, sorry, I'm just more trying to imagine the layout of the room. So we went down the stairs, and did we come in the middle between the 2 levers, or were the levers on like?
No. So the stairs themselves, like, you couldn't really even get down the stairs. So when you open the door, that door that had been partially open before and is still partially opened a little bit up there, you saw the bag, and the bag was leaning against the wall with the writing on it. And then to the right of the bag were the levers. And then to the left of the bag were the stairs. And the stairs, you only were able to go down about 10 or 15 feet on these oversized stairs before it turned into ice. And through the help of boring through the ice and sending in the dancing light just goes. And you don't know how deep the stair goes, but it would clearly be going further than you're able to go right now.
Okay. Are there any signs? Maybe one of the levers being pulled? I mean,
I mean, you don't know what they're supposed to look like originally. You don't know.
So no dust, no nothing. Damn.
What you could do is a perception check of the two levers themselves, because surely if one of them had been used previously by anyone multiple times, it would have like wear and tear on its joints, whereas the other one, if it were a trap, this is just me speculating, would probably have less wear and tear because they would be inclined to not pull that one.
Potentially, yeah.
Could we make a perception check for that?
Yeah, sure.
Alrighty, I'm doing a perception because this, knowing my luck, I'm probably gonna pull it wrong.
For once, I got a shit roll. It was a 9, but
There it is. Oh,
That is-
a free.
A 3. Okay, a 9 and a 3. Anyone else want to venture?
19.
19 is better.
That's pretty damn good. And that is not as good. That's an 8.
Okay,
God.
so with a 19, well, basically, all of you can see that these levers, they're not. They're not standing straight up. There's perhaps different adjustments, different places where they can be set, but they're not even with each other. There are no markings to indicate what means what, and both of them exhibit wear, and they don't really seem remarkable in any other sort of fashion. They have certainly been used at some point, and neither of them seem to be set to anything in particular.
okay. So essentially, it's a 2-lever combination that controls something. That's my guess on that.
But they're not set to the same equal thing. It's not like they're both, it's not like they're both at 8 or anything. They're separate from each other in terms of where they are positioned. They're at different angles.
I say we just fucking test them and see what happens.
I mean, as I mentioned,
I
if something
don't
controls the water here, I have a feeling it's not going to do much. Like, even if it's, like, either useful or bad, it's not going to do much. Like, we might as well try it, but I'm not expecting much to happen. Because everything
Let's
is
see what
frozen
happens.
completely solid.
I'm happy to sacrifice myself and pull some fucking levers if you guys want to back the fuck up to safety.
Yeah, I'm back
Okay.
up to safety.
Yeah, same here.
Do you want to pull the first lever, second lever, or do you want to push the first lever or push the second lever? Because you
Too
can
many
push or
choices.
pull either of them, really.
I'm just rolling the d4. First lever.
Okay.
And then we'll pull it.
Okay. Much like the oversized doors, because this has a sort of, you squeeze the top of it, presumably to unlock some kind of a brake or something, but it clearly has a kind of squeeze mechanism that is about 8 feet up off the ground. So 8 feet up. So do you just kind of pull the lever and just try and push them back and forth to see what happens, or do you want to get somebody to do the squeeze and then do it, or like what do you want to do here?
Is there? What I'm thinking is Fosmic boost Finny up, pull the clicker in, and then tie a rope around it so it's tied, clicked, and then y'all can back the fuck up while I move it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
We can do it.
Yeah, I can do that. Tie a rope around it real quick.
Okay. So you go up and you tie a rope around this thing. I mean, just looking at it, this handle, because normally when you've seen these, or if you've ever seen them, it's about the size of a hand. This person must have had massive hands. These people are huge. But yeah, you can squeeze it, and it even has a little bit of tension on it. You can feel it, and you can tie the rope around it nice and tight. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
Mm-hmm. That is 15.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to tie it nice and tight on there so that it is closed in, and there you go. So you back up.
Right,
Everybody
we'll
back
Yeah,
back
up.
I'll back up again, yeah.
I guess
That
I'm a
fucking
pull it.
menacing evil ass laugh.
Okay.
I just feel like it's gonna go horrible. So
So you
Yep.
give it a couple of. Do you? Sorry. Do you want to slowly like ramp up the strength, or do you want to give it a good yank, or do you want to get a running start? Do you want to? What do you want to do?
I ain't doing no running. We know what happened last time. No, I'm just gonna pull on it with my strength. So when I grab it and I go to pull, at that moment I'm gonna assess if it starts to move easily, then I'm gonna pull it lightly. If it seems stiff, then I'm gonna give it a bit more of a pull.
It seems stiff.
Then I'm tugging it a bit harder. Then I guess.
Okay, go ahead and make a strength check.
Seems stiff.
15.
All right, you give it a pretty good pull, and you can actually hear and feel the snap and tension of the rope as it's resisting, and you can see the lever bending a little bit, kind of springing as you're pulling on it, but it doesn't seem to be moving.
Pull the other
Right.
one.
Maybe
was
it's
gonna say,
a push,
maybe it's
perhaps.
Yeah, maybe it's at max. Maybe I need to give it a push instead.
Yeah.
Try it out.
Yeah, we'll try push instead then.
Okay, you go up and you want to give it a push.
Yep.
It seems to resist. You make another strength check to really give it a push.
This is a bollocks one. It's 8.
You nope. You can still see it springing a little bit, although a lot less than when you had the rope, and it does not seem to be moving.
Well, I'm fucking out of ideas.
it could just be frozen in place, quite possibly.
I mean, does
I'm a walk
anybody
away.
want to take over and try and do a stronger pull than me or
Or-
push than me?
There's also a chance that it could control like a floodgate or something like that, and that gate is like frozen solid, so obviously that's not moving. There's a possibility.
So everyone, exactly. Just so everyone knows what I'm talking about, it's 2 of these,
You know-
and they're like
Yeah,
7 or
yeah.
8 feet tall.
It's not
Well,
like
what if we have to
Bloodborne
pull
sort of
both
stuff.
simultaneously?
Yeah, I'm thinking something here. What if you can't move one on its own? What if they both need to be moved?
Ah, fair point.
That's what I
Both
was just
clicked
saying.
simultaneously?
They're different like angles, aren't they?
Yeah, but just because they're at different angles doesn't mean that like they're next to each other. It doesn't mean that a big person, whoever these giants
Oh, I
were,
suppose,
don't
yeah.
walk up, grab the
Okay,
lead, the
so-
handle and move them.
True.
Looking
fair
at the
point.
lever, is one's forward, one's backwards?
Not quite. No, they just
Okay.
seem to be at slightly different angles. I mean, it's one's a little more back than the other one is forward. There doesn't seem to be any consistency or any pattern to
Okay.
the way that they're arranged.
Try and pull them at the same time then, Alucard?
Yeah, I guess we're gonna need to hoist Finny. If I get my rope out of my bag and throw it to him, he can use mine.
Yeah,
to
we got a
tie
second
me.
rope, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and make another sleight of hand check.
That's better, that's a 19.
Okay, pretty
Because 15
pretty
wasn't
good knot.
enough.
Pretty satisfied with you. Nice and tight and sturdy. Pretty sure that's not going to come out. So 2 people pulling simultaneously.
Yep.
What are we pulling them both back? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess so.
No, fuck it. Here we go.
Do you want to synchronize it at all?
Yeah, we'll count down. 3.
Okay.
3. And then, you want strength checks?
Yeah, 3, 2, 1. Wait, on 1 or anyway?
On
strength
1.
checks, please.
How does
3. 2, strength check.
how does this work? If I roll
Nat 20.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say if I roll a nat 20, but I have a -1 to strength, is it no longer a nat
Then
20?
you rolled a 19.
Right.
So
I
when
just
it
wanted
comes
be
to
sure of that.
these, it is a natural 20, but it's not a critical. So crits, hits, and crit misses really only come in with combat. When it comes to
Right.
skills, it is possible to roll a 20 and still fail. And it is also possible to roll a 1 and still succeed.
Right. Okay.
Because your skills are determined by something else. As impressive as it is, technically speaking, rolling a 20, you have the exact same odds as rolling a 4. So, I mean, it's just kind of how it is. But your success of rolling, your success at something with rolling a 20 is, of course, very high compared to rolling a 4. speaking of, you both rolled nat 20s.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
There's,
Yeah.
there's mine proof.
With your both rolling nat 20s, simultaneously, both ropes break. As you pull on them super hard, you bend the levers just a little bit, and both ropes snap at the knots.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, those
Nothing
ain't moving anywhere, I don't think.
You know, well, fuck this place. I'm out. Later.
At least we tried.
Yeah, yeah, we tried.
Just to clarify, did the levers actually move at all, or was it just the rope snap?
They did seem to move in the sense that they bent a little bit. You did not see their position within their
Change.
control boxes change, but the top, the
Okay.
handles certainly moved a little bit.
Okay,
And there
so
was-
we've got two ropes
There are
now.
some really loud noises too, of reverberations of boom after the rope snapped on the handles. You know.
Oh fuck. Let's go. I guess we go back east.
I feel like we've come all the way back to this fucking room, and we've literally just found a bag, and then we're leaving again. It's like this is frustrating.
This entire
Yeah.
place gives me a headache.
Well, from where we are, across the hallway, we've got a room we've not explored. Then, if we take a right, then a left, we've not explored that way either.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
So, we've got
I mean,
those two ways.
we've got Yousef's bag, so that's one.
Yeah,
thing.
it's something.
We'll take that with us.
It's not a complete
Uh,
failure, though. Going into this room.
The ropes that snapped, is there any part of them still usable, or are they pretty much fucked?
And
Well,
if
the
we-
vast majority. You basically lost like a foot each, so you have 49-foot ropes now instead of 50-foot
Okay,
ropes.
let's gather the ropes up and go somewhere else, I guess,
yeah.
because this isn't working. So.
Fuck this place, man.
This is fun.
Let's
It
go.
was thoroughly enjoyable.
Yeah,
It's just
I'm
frustrating.
enjoying this, but
Well, if you want, we can go back and try and lift that gate.
I'm not trying to lift the portcullis. Like the
yeah,
whole-
that's
that
not
is
fucking
designed-
working.
That's designed to not be lifted by man. Like they have contractions to move.
Yeah,
them,
there's gotta be
so-
something to control it.
Yeah,
I
especially
say,
in this fucking room where the joints are all solidified and shit.
yeah, I say we go across the hallway to the room to the west of us, where we are at the moment. So what's over
Yeah,
there, maybe?
yeah, I'm with that.
Yeah.
I'm with that. If you guys are.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah. Pierro's AFK.
No, that's not. Yeah. To be fair,
You good with that? You good with going left now? Just across to the other side.
yeah. Honestly, we've explored quite a bit to the right, and we have nearly died on the right hand side.
Yeah, fuck the right. The right is bad.
Excuse me. You've nearly died on the
And-
right hand side.
And to be fair, we kind of left it alone.
Okay. Let's go.
So,
I should have let that poison take him. I say out loud as soon as Pierro says I should have let.
so are you leaving the door and just going down the hallway that the door connects to?
Yeah, we'll just
Yeah.
head straight west. Yeah, where we are.
Okay. You head straight west.
Cautiously.
Cautiously.
Okay, who's going
Carefully.
first?
Vosmik, are you
Vosmik,
still
you wanna go?
lighting your shield? Are you still lighting your shield up?
It
It was
yes,
Pierro's
I
shield
guess
that
I
was
will.
lit, wasn't it?
Yeah, no. He
Yeah,
ditched
but
it.
Pierro's literally fucking
Yeah,
dying.
I'm not
because-
saying Pierro should go in front anymore. I'm just saying it was Pierro's shield originally that was lit.
Yeah, but he switched the light source.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
Oh, I
so
must
you
have missed that.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Yeah,
must
he
have
did.
missed that.
Yeah, we'll
That's
go. I get fucking fuckers.
Okay. Vosmik, as you get closer, very carefully, you see that this is a bit strange. Where before, all of the ceilings had been sort of vaulted and decorative, and
Fucking
functional.
interesting.
This one, it's a much more flat kind of ceiling. And
Oh god damn it!
it's being held up by several stilts, almost all throughout the room, like supports and beams,
Stop moving.
chunks of wood that are all throughout this sort of 20 by 20 foot room, up through which you can see that there is a doorway to the south, or rather a hallway to the south, and a hallway to the north, that are on the opposite sides of the room from where you came in.
Well, fucking great. Either way, someone's getting fucked up by falling debris because the place
Yeah,
is
I'm thinking
shit
roof
hole.
collapse.
Well, I'm
Where's
presuming
Pierro?
the south and north paths lead to the other two paths we've not taken as well. So
Yeah, it's like
it's
no
my
matter.
best guess.
Can we see into the room? Like we.
Well, yeah, I have my shield standing right here.
Yeah,
I'm
and you
basically
can
saying,
see.
can I get a slight map update? Is what I was asking for.
Yes, I updated it with the extra 3 squares that you have
Hell yeah.
unlocked.
Hey, it helps. It still helps. It helps us with our bearings.
I know, and that's why I was already doing it, but there it is. So you've got this 4x4 room. It probably connects down to the other room to the south. And
Well,
So, if this 4x4 room has a bunch of beam ceilings that we don't trust, and we think that north path leads possibly up to where that other doorway is, we could go around and through that door instead if we're worried about it.
I mean, we could
Yeah.
skirt around the very edge of the room. as well.
Yeah, we'll do that as well.
Don't have to go directly through the
we
middle
also
path.
have an injured person.
Especially if we're going to the south path as well.
Oh,
There's not
actually,
much of the
it's
room we have to
fine.
go through. So
He's got 9 points of HP. He'll be
he'll
good.
be right.
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
still, has a really sharp pain in his chest. It's like I have a really sharp pain in my.
What do you want us to do? Stand fucking still until you feel good?
Or how about you just walk over there, Alucard, in the middle of the room, go fuck yourself.
We have to do something. Is my point. So what do you want to do?
Yeet Finny across the room
Oh
to
my
the other
God,
doorway.
why?
Okay, that's like the 9th time we're not yeeting Finny. Finny is a human, gnome person. I don't fucking know.
Halfling.
He's a
Halfling.
person. Okay, he's a person.
Wrong on the first 2 guesses. I'm a halfling.
You're a person. That's all that matters.
Do you
I'm
think
a
we could
people.
sneak on the outside corner without falling
No.
debris on us? No.
I'm gonna head around to the south path. Sticking
Alright.
close to the wall.
Okay. Sticking close to the wall, you
Fucking
do
arrows from the
in
wall.
fact find that it does seem to connect maybe with the room you saw before if you're right on your bearing. And
Mhm.
of course now you can see that there is a doorway to the north as well. And yes, I'm going to update the map with the
Well,
extra square.
I wasn't trying to be rude. I was just asking politely.
Shut up,
Uh-huh.
Alucard. You're an asshole.
Fight me, bro. IRL 1v1. Let's go.
All right, Shadow. I'm fucking down.
Butt naked in a mud pool.
There.
Oh,
There's
okay.
your square, your 2 squares have been updated.
Yay.
There you go.
Oh my god, those 2 squares. I've solved the whole puzzle, guys. Riddle solved.
It loops around. Problem solved. We can
Wow.
go home now.
Okay, so
I'm just gonna go
essentially-
back and go up across the room that we killed the Yeti from. Go to that door instead.
Right, so
And-
essentially we
and
have 2
this-
choices then. We can go north from here, or it looks like there's a further
Yeah, it's
west
going to the
path
west.
in the room down.
I mean, we're already here. Do you want to just go west quickly?
I don't care.
Cautiously,
Fuck you
but quickly.
All right, Finny, you lead the way.
Yeah, I'll head cautiously down the west path.
Okay. You're going south and then west?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else going?
guys. I guess we're
Yeah.
following.
All
Along the wall.
all slowly creep over.
Okay.
How the fuck did I
Boswick.
make it in front?
Yeah. Vosmik creeping along with Finny, going south, presumably to just try and fill out the last little bit, just to see where that
is a
hallway goes. Vosmik stops Finny right before Finny steps on a tripwire.
You little shit! I told you to keep your eye out.
This is why I don't go in front. This is
Well, you're the-
exactly why.
You're the thief type. Of course, I'd have you in front because I think you're good at finding traps.
One
And
would
you have
presume.
ground.
How do you have better passive perception than fucking Finny? How is that possible?
Cause I'm more of a swindler.
Yeah.
More than a thief.
And I'm a cleric, and clerics are built around.
And apparently it's just kind of doomed to die.
Yeah, I still steal stuff, but I'm more of a swindler in taverns sort of deal.
Anyway, what would you like to do with this information?
Yeah, what are you gonna do, Finny?
I'm presuming once it's been pointed out, I can see where it is. Yeah.
Yeah, once it's pointed out, yep, there it is.
Yeah.
There's a triple line going right across.
Can you,
Can I
sorry
see?
to
A
interject,
thin wire.
Can you disarm traps in D&D? Like, is that a thing?
Yeah, certain classes.
Yeah, well, yeah, you can absolutely do it. Well, no, it's not certain classes. Anyone
Oh.
can attempt to disarm any trap. Depending on your skills, some people might be much better at it.
So that's what I was going to say. What sort of skill would disarming of traps be based off of? Is it like...
Thieves' tool sort of thing, or?
You don't know. So you would have to figure out what type of trap it is, which would involve an investigation.
Yeah, can
There's
I was literally about to
involve
ask, yeah. I was about to
Yeah.
ask, can I investigate, like, see where the wire goes, if anywhere?
Yeah, go ahead and roll an investigation check. But yeah,
If
there are
we-
some traps that are magical, some traps are mechanical. There are a lot of different types of traps, and there's different ways of countering them.
That is a non-natural 20.
Okay, you follow the wire to the wall where it is attached into a hook that has been hammered in between two of the blocks, and the thin wire goes up and connects onto a ballast, and it seems to have been loosely placed, likely intended to break, and in that ballast is basically the short version is that it connects to a net that would come down and swoop up and try to catch whoever tripped the wire. And it's all put up there, and you can see that there's another one of those sheets, the same that covered the floor before, has been put in front of it so that if you were coming in through the other direction, that it would be much more difficult to see. But from here,
Oh my god.
you could see it. But it likely was intended to catch whoever was coming in from the other side.
So, if it's just a net trap, can we not just clip that wire and move back?
Oh, actually, I was just about to suggest, actually, I have a crowbar. Can I, from a distance, try and chuck the crowbar so it's got enough weight to hit the tripwire and set it off from a distance?
Why would you chuck a crowbar? You have a fucking crossbow. Just shoot the fucking wire.
It's a thin-ass wire, dude.
Yeah,
You
Just
could
a crossbow.
Throwing...
You could stand. Hang on, guys. Hang on.
Mm.
You could stand at the hook and use the crowbar and pry the hook out. That would activate the trap as well, and it would be out of where you're pretty sure the net's going to go.
Oh, okay. I thought it covered the entire hallway, so...
No. It's basically, I mean, it's a large portion of the hallway. It looks like it's mostly just trying to, you're not quite sure what its goal is, but it looks like it's supposed to go down and then sweep over and try to catch something.
Right.
But-
I thought it covered the entire hallway, so that's why I'm like, yeah, from a distance, chuck it on, but...
Well, yeah, most of it, yes. But the tripwire, basically, where the net goes isn't necessarily going to be where the hook is for the wire.
Mm.
Like, you're at the mechanism, you're not at the trap.
Yeah.
You're not at the trigger.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll try and disarm that and like set the trap off, not being in
Make
its
a
way.
strength check at advantage, please.
Okay.
You get advantage because of the crowbar.
That's an 8,
the pry
and that is a 3, so 8.
Okay. This thing is kind of stuck in there. Real tight.
Anyone else want to take a go at it?
Yeah.
These small little arms can't pull very hard.
Yeah, they can never do fucking anything.
You could
Tried.
spend more time on it, but on your first try you didn't. If you want, we can just speed forward until you do get it done.
Okay, yeah.
Alright. It takes quite a few attempts, and you are just watching him as he's like, really kind of
this one will get it. No, this one. Yeah.
and then soon there's a loud clong, and he almost falls over, and because he's putting everything he had into the bar.
I'll grab him.
As the hook shoots out of the wall, and soon enough the net drops and then whoosh, and swings up empty as it is, as the ballast, this bag of rocks, crashes down, and the net hangs empty above the hallway. The trap successfully triggered safely.
So, quick thought: we just triggered a trap. We could haul up somewhere and see if somebody comes to check the trap.
That's what I was going to talk about.
Where do you want to hole up? You can see that and I'm not going to give you the whole thing, but I'll give you enough of it just because it's annoying. But
One
you
more
can see-
square.
Yes, you do get one more square.
Hell yeah.
That hallway ends in rubble. So you're in the upper 2x2. The lower 2x2 is the first one you explored.
Oh,
and then
well.
the storeroom is to the right. I'll actually just...
Well, that was worth the time.
But you can see that that goes into rubble, and the trap is like between the top 2x2 on the left and the bottom 2x2 on the left.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, I could stay here and wait and see if someone comes, or just say fuck it and go.
To check a
up to
trap
you.
in a dead end. Yeah,
Well, somebody put a trap in a dead end, so they expected somebody to go in there and get trapped by it.
No,
Well,
I'm
no,
talking
it,
about.
it quite possibly
No.
could have been put there ages and ages ago, and then the cavern
Maybe-
caved in.
Maybe I'm not being clear here. It's not at the dead end. It's the path that you guys would have taken if you hadn't have gone into the storeroom.
Yeah,
it's the
gone
up and down.
right,
Yeah.
you would have gone into this. It's not
I
a
know.
dead end. It's the
I
path
was talking about
Right.
going north where we killed the Yeti and going to that across from where we killed the Yeti. That's
Mm-hmm.
we still have that door to go through.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about. So we can either wait or go up through that door. What do you guys want to
And
do?
I
we're
don't
pretty
know,
much
it's
at
up to-
closing, so if you guys can figure out what you want to do, or we can stop now, and you guys can figure out if you want to lay an ambush. In fact, we'll wait. You guys can figure out what you want to do for next week, and we'll come back to it as you've triggered this trap and quite possibly baited your own trap if they are going to come out and maybe check if they have it. For all you know, this is the druid's trap, although, you never know. It's a little bit more complicated than the other. Anyway, we'll come back to it next week.